Good evening. A man in Boulder went to the hospital in critical condition today after police say a dog attacked him this morning. Officers later shot and killed the dog. They said it was threatening several people nearby and tried to attack officers too. This happened just after 8 a.m. this morning outside a home along Palo Parkway near 36. We want to warn you, some of the details of this story could be very difficult to hear. 9 News reporter Brianna Clark spoke to neighbors who told us how they jumped in to try and help.
Folks who live in this community say they're not used to seeing this type of police activity, especially so early in the morning. Most of them were woken up by a woman standing out here screaming. And that's when a couple neighbors intervened.
Shouting, screaming for help that her son was being killed. And I could just barely see him from the window being attacked by the pit bull.
Sean West was at his home a few doors down when he says he saw his neighbor's dog attack one of its owners.
The dog is mauling him, literally mauling him. Chunks of meat are being thrown off.
Sean grabbed 2 large knives from his kitchen.
And I lunged, I put all my weight into it, and I stabbed that dog. And that dog, it just stumbled that dog, right? And he started coming after me.
No one is out here except me and the neighbor.
Madeline Gagne heard the commotion from across the street.
He's latched on with this menacing kind of look on his face, blood all over his mouth, and I thought, what's up with you? That's your owner.
They watched as police arrived on scene.
And the dog almost takes the officer down. He turns on him.
When he fires that taser, it hits the dog and it stumbles it, and cop stands up, turns and shoots, fires. Boom, 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 hits him all 5 times.
Neighbors say that still wasn't enough.
I've never, ever seen an animal that would come back again and again and again the way this dog did. And the cop turns point blank right in the head and put him down finally. And that's what stopped that damn dog.
Police say officers applied tourniquets to the victim and then took him to the hospital.
The mother, she kept looking at me and she said, we've owned him since he was a puppy. He's never done this.
As officers work now to clean up the scene and remove the police tape, the big question on everyone's mind is why? Why did a dog turn on his owner? In Boulder, Brianna Clark, 9 News.
We're working to learn more tonight after several people got arrested at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Denver overnight. This all started with a stabbing. That hotel is now being used as a homeless shelter for folks who were swept out of encampments. The city said this hotel is mostly used for families with children, for transgender, non-binary people. Police say officers responded last night, arrested several people. 1 person was stabbed. They believe that person will be okay. Denver police say one of the victims in last night's shooting on an RTD bus has died. The other person should survive. This happened on the west side of town, the intersection of West Mississippi and North Federal. Police say 2 men were shot. They've not made any arrests. Let's take a live look outside over Denver this afternoon. We are heading into a week of gorgeous weather, but this is the week to get outside. Next weekend, we've got some changes coming. Lauren Robinson joins us now with a look at your forecast.
Yeah, I'm outside in the 9 News backyard without a coat on and still seeing some daylight this time of evening, which is very nice considering we've been in the dark, cold days of winter. Now, we are still in the middle of winter, so this stretch of 60-degree temperatures is above average, abnormal. We'll also see more rain, snow return to the forecast as we move into next weekend. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our current conditions. 51 degrees right now at DIA, sunny skies, light winds coming in from the east at just 8 miles per hour. As we take a look at our HD Doppler radar, not a whole lot happening over the entire center portion of the U.S. Colorado right comfortably in there, where we're going to continue to see these clear skies through the rest of the evening. So going ahead to my 7-day forecast, we're going to talk about the very warm weather we're going to see all the way through the middle of the week. We could see some spotty flurries in the far northern portions of the high country tomorrow morning. They'll be very short-lived. They won't accumulate to anything. We're looking for our next real system to push in next weekend. I'll have those details for you in my 7-day forecast.
Lauren, thank you. This week is the last week on the job for Loveland City Manager Steve Adams. He worked with the city of Loveland for more than 30 years. He's been the city manager since 2016. Our partners at the Coloradan report he had a lot of clashes with the city council over his interaction with a woman he claimed harassed her, over how he handled the Karen Garner case. That was the woman with dementia assaulted by a Loveland police officer, and how he's handled a proposed development project. Loveland City Council approved a separation agreement with Adams and then voted to accept his resignation earlier this month. That will take effect on Friday. and then City Council will appoint a city employee to be city manager. This week, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation will be holding an open house for families who are missing their loved ones. At this event, investigators will be collecting samples. CBI says those cheek swabs can be used for potential future comparisons. Investigators are also collecting photos and medical records. This event is for families who've already reported their loved one missing to law enforcement. It's on Wednesday at the CBI headquarters on Kipling. Denver's migrant donation site is once again accepting donations. You can drop off donations from Monday through Friday at the Richard T. Castro Human Service Center on Federal, north of 12th. They accept donations from 9 to 3:30, but say it's really best to schedule a drop-off time. They really need men's clothing, children's clothing, shoes, winter gear, socks, and new underwear. RTD says the E and the H lines, those will continue to be affected through tomorrow thanks to a train that got stuck between the Southmore and Yale stations. Right now, trains are running 45 minutes apart on a single track. They're working to restore services on both tracks.